fighting for a spot at Masters Bangkok. Sentinels!
And you can hear the crowd for the Sentinels, most definitely the fan favorite squad. And you're Zelsis as well saying, I don't think G2 is the best team in the world.
We haven't gotten to see a whole lot of G2's attacks. Oh my god, a shock actually connects with that spam damage as well. First blood from Trent, and Lee finds the second. The duo that has been just unreal for G2 up until this point.
Zendo exploring there in mid after that first kill comes out. And obviously from that upper catwalk, it's an easy pick off for Leaf with the Headhunter. Zekin has been the hero. We've heard the word heroics thrown around by G2. They're softly referring to this guy on your screen. Zekin has been incredible. Will he have to do that again in a series like this, Jorg? Such him down early though. No value there off that Sheriff. Sentinels down to 2, and frankly, White have been picked apart one by one.
And we get an early taste of, oh, well, Jonah in a bit of trouble, but all things considered, this should be fine unless Bang able to pick up a second here.
Deltas is still at large as well. He's got to make something happen from here though, and kind of gave the game away earlier. Was given a stay of execution as for some reason Jonah couldn't connect, but Zelsis is having the same kind of yips. Getting Valorant but down to 48. In the post plant, mind you. Means Zelsis here can try and save some faces, but that's about all we can expect from a round like this.
Yeah, can't be mad at them going for the gamble. That's where Leaf was last time, so perhaps hoping if he's there again on that solo lurk containing A, they could have caught him by pushing really deep, but not going to be the case.
Well, they've made enough sound to wake the dead, but Leaf is going to remediate that. Puts them back to bed. Zekin at least is able to get one. And he will be set up here, of course, over towards that link.
Yeah, and pretty standard to have your Sentinel be one of the players that just retains a Ghost, maybe a Sheriff into that second round, be a bit more active with the lurk, trying to find kills. And if there's one thing Leaf's been, it's active in the lurk situations.
Trent, beautifully done. The higher ADR, KPR as well than any other state or tournament last year. Trent is really coming alive right now.
I remember back in the olden days when Trent was
some ground to cover, of course, with a stinger in hand. He'd like to make that effective, and Narrate's playing close here. Caught out. It'll swing by Jorg, will secure it. John playing well and truly off the side, but this Sova util may light the way for Sen, as they've got second tucked up here, nice and close.
Spike going to be planted, Zekin outlaw for the retake, going to be challenging to try and find a kill unless someone from G2 over pushes, but over pushing doesn't seem like that's going to occur whatsoever. They're playing back just to spam the spike on cliffside.
Yep, strictly into those post-plant positions, leaving Jorgamo to cause problems up close here with that stinger, get some valued Leaf. Presiding over the situation from a long way away will bring Zelsis down, and Sen don't have any options. Frankly, the rotate over to upper was fairly late for them anyway. So they're going to pack it in for this round, hold on to the rifles.
Center still stacked up towards A.
Neither John nor Zelsis here at A have good weaponry to work with. This is bad, and Bang was the one actually with the rifle. Crossing to try and pick that up could be dangerous, but Zelsis is able to get there. So the rifle is still in someone's hands, but a huge first pick and Leaf. Okay, I was worried he might not be done, but Zekin finally gets himself into the game here.
A late trade, but much needed for Sen. Zekin weak, throws the rifle over to John. QD, a smart little micro decision. Unfortunately for him, nowhere near the Bladestorm, so he'll be stuck on the Classic. Does Zelsis want to fight this though or get out?
He's got no choice, no option. Fault line's going to force him out of the action now. Jorg scrambling over container. And he's been the tip of the spear so far to push those smokes and take those fights. It was against Narrate earlier. This time though, he's going to allow Zelsis to stew for a time in security. There might be a crossfire set up here by Valen, so they are ready to work this angle together, but Flash comes in. Valen and Jorg, there they are. Hunter's Fury also feels extraneous at this point. He should spot John over there. He's going to be forced off by a fault line. Here comes Jorg. He's on the side, and Narrate gets absolutely flattened. And nobody else for Sentinels is inside B. They've all now got to peer in from the extremities. And once again, G2 can fall back to these post-plant positions after Trent sticks it.
Oh, and Jaw, he went back through the gate crash, picks up Bang on the rotate as well. That is so intelligent from the new G2 star, their one off-season change.
And Sen have to just drag themselves here onto the site. They've cleared it at least with a 0 point. They have some information, but Leaf will be waiting on this. Oh, an opportunity to strike, but Zekin is waiting, and he held the line. Now, things get a bit more even. Zealous was able to spray down. Trent's going to have a crack in it, or at least light them up here. Trying to stop the power, but Zekin plants his feet instead. Jorg though coming from behind. Zelsis isn't ready for it. The third for Jorg, and now the updraft.
Sentinels kind of beating them to the punch. They've got rotates here. Can they try and get in for Narrate?
John is playing from upper instead of Link this time. Narrate's going to get hit with all of the util here, though. He is stunned for the foreseeable future, and Jorg emerges. Another double. Zeka with the blade storm, desperately trying to even the odds. But this is oppressive from G2. A Cosmic Divide here, that's set up by Valorant. It gives G2 all this space. Oh, and Earth was up from Zek in ungodly reaction time.
They need him to come to life like that. Leaf immediate trade onto Narrate, though. Do G2 try and slow it down? They're trying to give Leaf some time to work the map. Zekin is weary.
They've gambled the A site. This triplet of Sentinels able to finally nullify Jorgamo's impact. Trent here is a lone wolf over towards A main as Leaf is still meandering his way up the top of mid.
And you've got to imagine at some point Leaf is just going to wander into this crosshair of Zekin. He can't sit in top mid forever.
Zekin is patient. Has a real good feel for this. Shot though isn't good. So Leaf has another option, another chance perhaps, and Zelsis ends up getting taken down. So Leaf still takes his pound of flesh. Pinged out here though, 40 seconds left in the round. The spike is over towards A main. This would be Herculean for Leaf. Even for him, it might be asking too much. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Oh, that's unreal. Bang gets hit with the trademark there. Easy to spray him down. He was slowed. Able to find that kill as Zekin gets a rifle instead. Here's an Alchemander. They're going to try and flood out together, but Jonah P! Oh, that's dirty. Valen? Question mark? We'll let that one slide. 3 versus 1 here for Bang, who is belated in arriving at the site, but have lined up for him somewhat.
Mid pushed all the way up. That's just a clone. All good. Second so fast out of B. This is Sen changing the pace.
Still, that Rolling Thunder is actually headed over towards Tower on the A side of the map, but G2 are definitely gearing up to push through that smoke in A main. Hunter's Fury now being deployed by John. Narrate gets his first of the game. He's in it, folks. Able to find that share of purchase on Jorgamo. This is Sent here with only 2 hero rifles in the round, holding their own. But now G2 are really going to come to call on this A side. An opportunity for Jonah P. Only going to find the one as Zelsis really selling the bundle. I'm not going to lie, he is quite good at marketing this classic. That is a ridiculous thrifting from Sentinels. Probably knows exactly what he avoided. And G2 have found 2 big openers. That one on Zelsis is going to hurt.
And Narrate in this same horrendous situation. He feels the grip closing on him from all angles. He has to choose a fight somewhere because he knows the wrap is coming in.
Yeah, he was on a clock. He would have been shot in the back of the head had he not chosen to go forward, but either way, odds were not in his favor. And Sen, just after a round like that, again, which I would pin on Heroics quite happily. But again, we are headed into round number 11, and they have only those 2 rounds to their name. Jonah P trying to dot his I's, cross his T's, but Bang is waiting for him. Okay. Smokes in the way. Narrate those C's. Jonah up on that higher ground. Jorgs is going to trade it out. John swings in. That's a tough one to win. And send it down to 2. They have to win this round.
Zelsis trying to find the timing up into heaven. The smoke comes down. That might have saved him, but ultimately it's going to make it more than uncomfortable and less than ideal to get back into this site. Though he does have a flash. He can pop flash out of this. There it is, but oh, it doesn't connect onto Trent.
They have every angle covered, Wyatt. They had security, A main, tower, all eyes on those locations. Okay. Link is bombing up there, being a nuisance. Second will punish him for his audacity. But there's not much more that he can do in this round. He has to walk away. He's being chased as well. Trent is right behind him and he knows it. He's heard it.
He needs to hit the shot. They need to save the op into this next round. Trent is jiggling the angles perfectly. He's on the run and he gets punished. God. Oh, and Leaf punishes the push. Reading that with ease on G2 and Jorgamo swinging onto it.
This is only the second time that they've tried it this half. How did G2 read into this? Oh man, that is devastating. Now Sen on their last legs in this round already. A faster pace switch up here for G2 has left them without a leg to stand on.
Trying to play aggressively on defense against this G2 team, you are just wandering into a trap. Leaf is going to have the AWP on the angle. They're going to be ready to re-swing onto you with flashes from Jaw. This is next to impossible for Bang. He gets the first.
All those post-plant positions though, there's an easy double swing here for G2. with some Jonah P. util to set it up. Smoke is well placed. Here's that Hunter's Fury now. Bang just doesn't really have the time to get to the spike where he's needed. He's able to dodge that one. Give it a tickle again. Step forward from the smoke and shut down. Sen really want to try and overload in the security direction, but G2 were more than happy to contain them until they're ready to try and retake this. Slowly, Leafy's making his way on the flank, and Zekin takes a bunch of spray through. Valen there gets the drop on him with some free damage. And such a nuisance around that corner. Trent's there. Eventually, Valen falls off that cliff. But what about the defuse? What about the objective? The game plan here for Sentinels. Jorg might be here to disrupt it once more, but John from below. Zelsis with that off angle. They are making a half of G2 to get back in here. Sentinels have really taken control of this site. Trent for one. He's had 3 in the round, but there's just no time to go for a defuse at this rate. And Zekin, you better believe, will keep himself scarce until it's time to strike. And away he goes. Sentinels get a crucial third on the board. Okay. Bang able to win that out. That was Jorg pushing up on that B side still. There's going to be more push from Valen there, but elsewhere. G2 need to get in position. Drop down from security. Johnny's there. And the draws of the Bulldog. 40 seconds into that round. Fast hit over on the A side. Leaf again strikes with that headhunter like you alluded to, but I think for the rest of G2, they take the honorable way out.
Yeah, and in that situation, Leaf getting one is ultimately pretty irrelevant since...
Okay, slow around here for Sentinels. Much more of a G2-esque pace. Starting now to inch their way up towards that B site. Jorg's having to take the shot. He gets a lot of information there. Zekin's still quite low, and John ends up falling. That's just sprayed through the wall by the looks of things. Flash to play off of Leaf capitalizes, and Zekin is down, and Sen starting to fall apart. Zelsis is not in a position to have a real impact in terms of advancing their win condition. And it's up to Narrate, who always seems to be alone against a horde. And a flawless round for G2. You get top mid basically for free, Wyatt. Okay, this could be a little bit dicey. I like the idea. The trend is going to end up going down. Here comes that null command now. Zelsa's getting serious about hitting this A site. No one really proximate for G2 to stop them moving through A main. Much of the fight is going to happen through these links here. Valen for one. The jump isn't enough for Narrate. He eventually gets caught out. 3 for each to work with. Leaf now trying to get into tower. Zelsis ready for him, but Leaf is far too cunning to overexpose himself.
He's playing this so well, Leaf, but Zelsis is still able to find it. That is crucial. That should be the round winner. Talk about an impact kill.
And that Nova Pulse, it's too late to catch Zelsis out. Now, G2 might have to draw upon some heroics of their own. Tap of the spike, presumably for Jorgamo here. Valen has to be aware of what's going over in main, and of course, his Astra setup means the post plant is hard to play through. Half comes out for Valen! What? That is unreal! Far from done, Zelsis with a third, but Jorg, how does he get the defuse, man? G2 shrug off another close round here for Sen, and now obviously the map winner is here. Sen just bullied their way out of the A site and bowled Jonah P over in the process. Didn't have any backup to rely on at the time. John, despite being Nova Pulse, is able to get a plant down. Shock dart up to tower. Gatecrash being deployed over towards tower as well here by Jorgamo. Give him a place to fall back to. And actually gets blown up instead. Clone gives him the flash. Leaves it with a headhunter. Numbers are even now again. Bang probably feeling a little bit exposed here on that side. Zelsa 0 point though gives him the info, and John whacks him down.
Valen feeling pressure, needs to put down that Nebula, wants to play in it. Oh my god, that is a sick angle, but Zekin finds the first kill.
And he's all over the site now. Sentinels well and truly in there. A late wrap here from Leaf, but bear in mind the weaponry for G2 is just not there. So they might get themselves another now. Recon does tag Zekin out. Oh, goes low. Decent pressure from Trent in upper. Leaf here with the Tour de Force in this round, as we mentioned earlier. Hoping to take a bit more away from it. But getting onto the side is a whole different story. Jonah P. Trent still stacked up here. Still had to try and make a way in with these pistols. Okay. Zelsis gets dropped by Leaf. That was an operator, if I'm not mistaken. Another? This is so bad for your economy, man! That is disgusting!
God!
That is power. Ace comes up for Leaf. Yay, lets the round go, but Sen, it just ruins their economy, man.
Does have the gate crash to get away from here after he takes that first engagement.
Jorgamo knows his first shot needs to be good. Narrate just TPing pretty deep here. He's actually going to stick it. So Sentinels very much set up on this B side. behind his Astral Divide.
Has to use 2 teleports. A little bit unfortunate if he's in a situation where he wants to get away. John has the Hunter's Fury, though, for this post plant.
I mean, I'd be scared now if there's some flood util to deal with. Narrate doesn't have an option to get out. Okay, Joe, that's a little bit audacious, I'll be honest with you. Pops out of that Dimensional Drift, and here come the Sentinels now. Some punishment for G2. A little bit lax on this round, perhaps the protocol's not quite airtight. And a flawless round for Sentinels.
Stop Jonah from getting any breach util in here.
Well, Valorant also can't make use of that Astra util. He got caught out by that null command and suppressed. But second is down. Professor P from up on high. Oh my goodness! Narrate perforated as he tries to go for a plant. And Sentinels only have 2 left to work with. Jonah P stays off the aggression now as a clone drops down. Zelsus realizes it. Flash follow it up. Jorgamo with the rifle still. A real threat. Where's the plant coming from? John has to put it down now, but a fault line is going to interrupt. He still has to stick it. Eventually taken down, and it's on Zelsus. Up to him in a 1 versus 3 to salvage the game for Sentinels. Professor P puts the period on the sentence, and G2 will claim Abyss. The rate playing very far back, and there is going to be some movement here in the other side of that mid door.
Curious to see if Jaw wants to get even more proactive, try and push past that door.
There is a trademark here, outside of art. It's going to be smoked out though. Here comes Sentinels working on this A site. Now they're going to get activated in A main as well. Arc Rose there's going to flash Trent out, but he's still going to set this one up, trying to get information with that recon, but Sentinels are way too fast. They put on Rock. And now they're sat in this side proper. Leaf gets picked off there as the smoke clears. Jorg is good for only the 1. And Jonah P, a spectator in this round so far.
Spike planted.
We'll have a chance to get involved with Sentinels with a late re-clear through Art and then a very quick A-side take. It's a pace that G2 were not ready for.
A very, very low HP Leaf.
Zekin is 1 orb away from Dimensional already. There's the drone. Zed here, gate crash over towards this A side. They're going to hit it hard and instantly Leaf already plucked out of the mix. So once again, an open side here for Sentinels. G2's gamble doesn't stand up under scrutiny.
I think that stealth drone even actually got the suppress on Leaf, so he couldn't teleport away. Just caught trying to retreat into Flowers. It's all classics for G2. Sen would love to have a clean bonus round, bring 4 Bulldogs into it.
Well, let Zek go roaming here. A little bit of extra cash.
And live or die, he's going to get the Dimensional Drift for the bonus round. There it is. And why not stat pad as well?
Time to jump.
Every orb has been funneled to Zekin. Gate crashing across the map to secure them both.
And look at this, they're just trying to optimize these alt orbs. Now Narrate is on the hunt, trying to find the G2 players over in spawn.
I love that. Get him an early nightfall here if possible. Well, won't spot anything. Out of order it goes. Hey, Leaf is here. I imagine he'll be forced to vacate this area. He doesn't, in fact, choose to do so. Zekin. Oh, he's amongst them! Okay, gets it in with the Bucky. Leaf is down. Trent's going to be forced back now by those salvos that come a little bit later from John. And the man himself is going to creep up on this site.
And that Haunt Knob can allow Sen to just walk in. They know they can skill into the site for free. Spike planted in the open. How do they position here? They want to go towards Art together.
It's going to be the counter flood.
And now they're just waiting as well. John doesn't have his utility yet, but they want those guided salvos to cycle to deny a plant after the grab wheel goes off. G2 have to tap this. They have to get the util out.
Here's the Horde coming down that was destroyed straight away. Razor Vine also could not be deployed. Sentinels peer in here. They're just going to contact check this. Narrate's able to get 1 though. He's had a decent game to start with. The defuse, of course, the Teo util is going to be there. Valor's still standing. It's up to John. All up to John. Trent drops. John here with the Ghost. Spray on Valen, it's got to half, and Valen's able to win it out. It's about as close as it gets, and G2 get on the board.
Pressure drew Trent away. They just have to break this. Trent, there it goes, getting into the A site now. Oh, the pressure on Valen, Nightfall coming through.
Yeah, all of his secrets going to be laid bare now. They know that Valen is going to be tucked here by Dugout. That's just a clone, he knows it. Flash here, Zekin trying to work his way around the corner. Leaf gets his first of the game though. Forced to play from behind the grab wheel for now. Zelsus aware there could be a wrap and it's a pretty quick one for Jorgamo. Not the range you want to be at with that Stinger, but still good damage done onto Zelsus now as Leaf is snarled up amongst that Razor Vine. The Professor though deals with the Mastermind. And it's all on Zelsus here to hold the fort in this post plant. The Razor Vine again giving him a little bit of breathing room, but G2 swing him. Second, of course, knows this. He would like to get into halls and be a bit of a nuisance, but Jonah P is going to see that gate crash coming. He might have to give some of that space up now. Here come the salvos. Razorvine also going to be deployed. C's committed to that as well. Jorg's on the corner though. Jorg's on the corner. Oh, it's carnage! 4-4. The Jorg sat up on the swing. Now Celsius has got nothing left to do. Shock Dart steals the ace.
In kickoff so far.
We're doing this again, guys. Oh, I love that. Okay, beautiful little high-low. Zekan actually just swung that from the off angle. Right, so away we go. Outlaw to hand here for Narrate. He's picked that one up for 3 plays here for Sen. 17 seconds left in the round. They're going to go for the plant. Once again, clone whistles past. Narrate takes damage from God knows where. It's going to be Zekan to find Valendo. Trent is tucked in here. He can stand in the safe zone, though, between those 2 salvos. But it needs to be impactful. John! Beautifully done. Sen bundle once more striking. And Steltron is going to check water. Won't have enough time to wrap, though, towards Flowers.
Oh, that's with the first and up too fast, second too low on HP.
Still, the matter of the defuse is at hand. Narrate is going to have to do it again. Feels like him against the world. Straight through the corner of the masonry. Jorgamo goes down. Jonah is healthy, though. Looking to get this to half. Narrate sees him! And it's a shot through the jugular. Jorgamo pushed up here in A main yet again. Hunter's Fury comes out. So much of this early util. Oh, Zekan! I thought he might have had that one, but Valen was ready, and Trent finds one with the Hunter's Fury. Aldo is going to check over towards Connector, spots 2 Sentinels players. And he's at Steel Garden. G2 disarmed for the time being. They've got to give this space up.
That forces Trent out, but they can play for the retake. They have a Cosmic Divide as well to cut off one of the crucial angles when getting back in. Bang stuck on default. Narrate far forward. Those 2 players have to go off, and Narrate gets the first.
Down to 33, but he might be able to take that space up here over towards Flowers. There's nobody else there from G2. They're all trying to come in from secret. There's that retake wall coming down now. Narrate has the wrap. He has a golden opportunity to send this one out to the fences. It's just Valen standing. Now on the 1 versus 2, but this is carpeted in utility. 31 points of health. He'll go through the wall. Absolutely unhinged stuff from G2's IGL, and bang. He's in just the right spot.
Narrate has come to life. Rejuvenated after map 1. So they'll be able to get into this site with ease, and they're actually just going to go for the safe plant as well. You know, due to that economic situation we discussed, they want to keep this round as clean as possible.
Yeah. Draw G2 out into the sunlight, force them to expose themselves to the longer sight lines that are being held, and John QT sees Valen's head pop through the wall and instantly will puncture it.
Yeah, now they can just retreat and play for spam. Jorgamo falls off the aggressive play, and only Leaf remains.
Celsius does not take that gate crash seriously. He expects it to be cancelled, but has a reaction, of course, to whip around and take the kill. And all things considered, as far as anti-ecos go, this is what Sentinels were looking for. That would have been a tough correction for Leaf to have made, and Celsius will get out of the rounds. Sentinel thinking about art now. Trent and Valen with a pseudo high-low. They are going to filter their way in. Here comes the flash. That's turned. Valen got off the line, though. It's Sen. They want to punish him. Now they're going to be smoked off the situation. Caution to the wind. Into A-Link, G2 go. Shock darts herald their arrival, but John found Trent. Jonah had his teammate at his back, picked off, and they're not ready for the second. And Jorg is waiting for them over on the A site. It's up to Bang.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to play. Spike is still over towards Link. And the TP across the side. Bang goes boom, and G2. They silence the room.
Trent being the human drone there, just a piece of bait getting the information, and then Zetshaw forced away by the stealth drone, doesn't want to get suppressed.
This is such a fast hit here through Link. Jorgamo sees it coming though. Razorvine's going to slow them up. Flash as well to continue to hinder the attackers. Jorg is going to set up behind him. He's going to go for this. Flash himself from behind the box, but Sen don't want a bar of it. They've committed to the site fully now, but they're on a timer.
Oh, where do they go from now? Do they try to fight forward with the Nightfall or deal with Jaw?
They're going to get crushed.
They're pinched.
The trash compactor, the walls start closing in. Bang was able to find the one, but second they can just see the corner of his model around the corner, and Valorant is there for 2. Celsius again has to do more than sell vibes. He's going to sell a dream. There's a Razorvine, says, oh, this is an awkward angle. However, there was an opening there as the clone was picked off. Gravity well catching 2 players. John's able to deal with Leaf, and it's going to be a big stack here. But John and Valen will get there. Everybody for G2 involved, but second holds it down. Can he make it a third?
Gets the info on Trent. Good fake teleport.
Backs up. Gate crash was an option. He cancels it though, and Trent will come out on top.
So good.
The timing, oh, there's no way you're ready for that. Zelsis, Narrate's able to get away with it though. He does take a fair chunk of damage in doing so, and there's still no plant quite yet. Sen have not committed, but there's 33 seconds in the round. Cosmic now getting thrown up to waylay them even further. Sen have to make a decision.
They're slowing things down, and G2 are falling off. They're going towards B right now. The site is lighter. Second Cosmic Divide.
They're going to double back. Map getting cut up here. And then Jorg over the top finds one. Valen has been so good on these retakes. What's it going to be, Sen City? A big pistol round here is a great way to make a statement. Give yourself a staging ground. Jorg just lazily walks on out there. Bang is clean. And now Sen have been able to push up pretty nicely here towards Plaza. Trent just antics around the corner, gets rid of Zelsis, makes it a 3 versus 3.
Oh, great stealth from I mean, Leaf is just so sickening with the Headhunter. The amount of first bullet taps he gets, man. There's just no one shooting like him.
And just the timing as well as they look to capitalize off the stealth drone. John, I mean, the rest of Sen thought they were home free to find those picks. And that shut them up real quick.
What more can Bang do? He gets his 2, gets them the advantage, but Zelsis' isolated time is dwindling at the moment. Trent has a recon cycled back up. That's going to be really dangerous. Could go past the Nebula, maybe light somebody up.
And I tell you, U2 just went towards clearing holes that G2 have given up.
There's so much to clear for Sen right now. Zekin's gonna have to hit some really quick headshots.
I've seen this before. I've seen this before from Zekin. Pushing up in the post plant towards Long. He knows Valorant is playing back there as well, but eventually it's just too much for him to deal with. And another here, pistol for G2. Just to Sen, we're looking to even up the game.
Sadly for Sen.
Upstrut G2 with a straightforward A plant, and there's some extension here at least over towards Secrets.
Everything covered at the moment by G2 and falling back to main just to play spam with the superior weapons. You have Jaw playing forward here, can take an engagement and go right back to main with the rest of the group.
Also that regen shield as well, gonna top him back up, means he's still good to throw down and brawl a little bit. Hang on, we're at half. Zekin got off of it. Jaw goes, he doubles back, gets another. John found 2 though with the classics. Haunt dealt with, and Jonah P needs to explode here. The spray is good though. We'll be up to Narrate. It's doable. Time not on his side though, and definitely the better weapon in Jonah P's hands.
I mean, how are they winning? More on the retake.
Jaw is able to close the gap, get pretty close here inside that smoke, but has to respect potential spam. Can't get into dugout though, as Narrate does cause Trent's gun to go loose. Jorg though will recover it. Narrate's pushed up pretty far there towards dugout, jump spotting this. A little bit of spray down through the wall, but he's unperturbed.
Now, John does have some missiles as well to get back in here, but they've got to go soon. They're waiting for Zelsis on this rotate. Jaw fighting forward.
Almost had a timing, but takes a bunch of damage. No time for the regen shield to get back. Jonah P. Good for owning the 1, and Leaf is completely out of the picture here. There's going to be bodies upon bodies to try and get through towards stop this. You can't get there. That'll be the defuse for John. Bang for 3.
And there's that solid retake that Sen desperate.
That single player up towards double doors.
Now, Zekin right now does have a good position in A main that's allowing Sen to try and post up towards B. Bang spotted out, dangerous.
Bang trying to get away, now it's stunned out in the open. Exposed and eliminated. John QT sat back behind those smokes there, little gap in the corner. Valen could see it, but he's going to walk up instead. John opts to give that ground up. Conceding space now to the attackers.
John wanted to find a pick with the Armageddon, isn't able to do so, and now Jaw's on this late flank, Sen trying to push forward. Jonah on default.
God, everything's being thrown at him. Decayed down, sheer wall does come up here, but Jonah still ends up getting the raid out of the game. And second, in what's a must-win round, look at the money here for Sentinels. It's dire straits. Vice util that does have to be respected.
They want to ensure they get to 11. Sen are trying to stop them with a force buy, by the way. They've invested everything into this. Oh no, Bang!
He emerges on the other side of the wall, so he doesn't get the sound cue, just swings it. That's dirty stuff for Jorg. Drops down, would put Batman to shame. And now you've got 2 guns left for Sen. Jorg just doubles back through the wall, and John can't even get a lucky kill. Now you're in that post plant. Sentinels just forcing for the rest of the game at this rate. Narrate finds the 1, but Jorgamo has been tearing them to shreds 1 by 1. A Jaguar unleashed. And Narrate doesn't have the bullets to get him out of this one. 4 for Jorg, 11 for G2. The Teho Utah's gonna lock him in here. I like that. They overwhelm Leaf and get themselves an outlaw.
That is an excellent punish. Now G2 and Leaf calling all of that information over to them. IGL Valen, he knows that it's time to just hit the gas, get into A, and now they're playing this forward position with this spike planted for Secret. They're going to meet Sen in the spawn.
Still flashes to work with for Sen. Okay, Zekin's going to see all of this now. Can he radio it back efficiently? It's Zelsis with that recovered outlaw. Trent now realizes he's going to be in a bit of danger if he sticks around. John gets there with the Sheriff. Zekin with the wrap. It's not good enough. Trent for 4. Hang on, where did he come from? One away from the ace here is Trent, and he's waiting for Zelsis to walk right on up. Jonah P, though, secures it. Last-ditch effort now in this round number 19. Second on the line, punishes the shoulder pick from Tweb, but Jorg's already deep. He's real deep. Will he stick it into Halls? He does. He gets behind Advice Util. So they have a mole. There is an imposter among us.
Wow, Leaf is actually pushing up into Link at the exact same time, meeting with Valen over there.
Still Garden. It's going to be Jorg on his own here behind this Cosmic Divide. At some point, G2 have to intervene.
It's a
Second's ready. It's a shorty off, in fact. Now G2 want to come back here, but it might be too late for that center flooding into the site. They have it under control with Valen. Valen at a timing. It's not bad, but it's not enough, not yet. Jonah P stunned up by that special delivery. In the meantime, the defuse goes down. And work to B-side too.
5 opportunities for G2 to close this out. Get to Masters. Can Sen make this comeback a reality? Second push forward, excuse me, has to get out. Oh my God, Trent is just too accurate with the Hunter's Fury.
Zelsis is a steaming pair of shoes, that's it. Zekin was forced off the line by the clone and hasn't had an impact in this round. The beat presence for G2 is minimal as they have pivoted to an A main that was uncontested, to a site that's only being populated by Bang. And he's about to get real busy.
This might just be another fantastic haul from Valen to close out the game, hitting the site with only 1 player.
The multi-swing is just too much to deal with. Bang feeling like Narrate from that first map, all on his own. An island that is covered by the G2 Tsunami, and now we fall back to the post-plant positions. G2 don't have any deep site positions. No one at dugout. All playing from A main, and a late wrap here through Art should come.
Oh, and Leaf gets the kill onto Zekin. They have post-plant utility as well. The shots exchanged.
Goes low. John QT managed to hit that big 140 shot, and Narrate's able to move up there. Checks Art. The late flank is thwarted. Here's the C's. No one caught in it, and Jorgamo. It'll have to be him. Narrate tries